Laurence Clark is a guest now of ours. He's a dad of 2. He's also got cerebral palsy, and his experience of child rearing has inspired a new comedy show at the Edinburgh Fringe. So good morning to you, Laurence.
Good morning, Anne.
Hello. I know that previously you did a programme for television, I think, called "We're Not Going to Drop the Baby" or something.
Yeah.
So have you found yourself ever having to say that to others? You know, just because I'm disabled doesn't mean I'm going to be a bad parent.
Well, yeah, we get a lot of misconceptions all the time. And when that documentary got put on YouTube at the start of the year, there was like over 1,000 comments, a lot of them quite negative and hurtful about me and my wife and our parenting. But to be honest, growing up, I never really thought about being a dad because I never saw other dads with cerebral palsy. But when I met my wife now, she said I better be prepared for the fact that she wants babies, which is a strong opening line on the first
It's a very strong opening line to any relationship, I would have thought. Yeah, you've got Jamie, who's now 7, and
Yes.
Tom, who's 13.
Yes.
And Adele also has cerebral palsy.
She does,
So,
yes.
even though she made it very obvious at the start that she wanted children, did you ever think yourself, maybe we shouldn't? Sorry if that question even offends. I'll bet it does, but it's a question I sort of have to ask.
You know what, I just didn't, because we do everything else in life that other people do, so why should that be off limits as well? You find your own ways and your own coping mechanisms, I guess, but yeah, it didn't really come into it for us.
Do people venture with their own opinions? Do they ever say anything?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, the YouTube comments, they were a bit of an eye-opener, because I think, in a way, the internet gives you an insight into what people really think, but will never say to your face. So, like, one person says, how did he even make a baby when he's in a wheelchair and can't hold on to anything properly? I'm not quite sure what I was meant to be holding on to.
You can start to see. You can start to see why it's going to be a good show at the Edinburgh Fringe.
I've obviously been doing it wrong, Gordon.
Yeah. But don't stop now. Anyone want to ask a question?
I think some people will be worried that whether children with disabled parents might be bullied or teased. Has that been your experience with your children or not?
It has. It has actually. With our oldest son, he had to move schools last year because he was bullied and he was actually beaten up.
So he had to move schools, not his bullies. He was the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So was the school not helpful in
No,
any way?
the school wasn't really helpful in any way and didn't really deal with it properly. But obviously we didn't want to send him back to that environment. So we kept him off school until they found a much better school, a more suitable school.
Is he
going
happy
okay?
now? Is it all better?
Yes, it's a lot better now, yes.
Anyone else want to?
What have you found the most difficult part of being a parent and being disabled?
I mean, I think we struggle with the same things that other parents struggle with. So our grandparents are great to help out with babysitting, but you can always use a break. When Jamie was just 8 weeks old, we got friends of ours, Nathan and Rob, to babysit, because they're a gay couple with no children, so we can lie and say it to be a fun night in. Of course, the minute we go, Jamie starts to cry. Nathan tries, rocking him back to sleep, feeding, nothing works. Then Rob takes over, and within 10 seconds, he's asleep because Rob had cerebral palsy. You see, for my babies, the gentle touch doesn't work. It's spasmodic jerking. And it's good to know they'll always remain calm in an earthquake.
It's interesting because when you hear about people who are disabled having children, one of the things you think is, well, why would you take that responsibility when life must be quite difficult altogether already? But actually, when you become a parent, when your kids are born, even if you think you're normal, and I'm clearly not normal, but if you think you are, you never know what's going to happen down the road. You could become ill as a parent. You could have an accident. You could have mental health problems. No. So actually, we all have different challenges in our families, don't we? Just some of it's not quite so visible.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's talk to some other families, shall we, Storm?
Yeah, we've got Philippa from Middlesbrough on the line.
Hi there, Philippa.
Hi there.
Hello. What's your experience of all this?
So my name's I have a little boy who's 11 months old, and I'm a wheelchair user. I've also got a feeding tube and a catheter.
Right.
And basically, we couldn't get pregnant the natural way, so we had to look at artificial insemination. And I went to my GP to ask for help. So there's the dog barking in the background. And basically, we were sort of laughed at. We were like, well, why do you want a child? Like, if you have a child, like, it could kill you. Like, you're on palliative care. So it was obvious that we weren't going to get help there. So we researched it, and we decided to do artificial insemination at home. And when I finally got pregnant, one of the things that the obstetrician said to me, which was quite hurtful, was, did you think about the consequences? I was like, I'm a 28-year-old woman. Of course I've thought about the consequences. I've been trying for 4 years,
So the GP and the specialist, they were both sort of incredulous. And they both sort of thought that you hadn't thought it through?
Yeah, pretty much. They were a bit like, well, this could kill you. This could literally finish you off. And I was in a point of my life where this was the last wish that I wanted. I'd lost everything else. Like, I've lost my mobility, my ability to eat. I've lost a lot, and the one thing I wanted was a child, and it got to the point where I couldn't look at other people with children without bursting into tears. I just wanted this so much.
Do you have
So I don't think they quite understand that need.
Did you go ahead and have the child?
Well, I did indeed, yeah, and he's 11 months old now. We've got adapted equipment for my wheelchair so I can take him out independently. We've got an adapted cot. We go to baby groups almost every day. We've got a lovely bunch of friends now who are very supportive. And I do it all myself.
You're a tribute to the human spirit, you are, Philippa. I know Laurence has had a bit similar experience, haven't you, of professionals looking down on you, really?
Yeah, I mean, we even had a qualified doctor when we were having Tom ask us if cerebral palsy was hereditary. Well, I thought they were meant to give medical advice, not ask the patient for it. So I asked him, did he know any good jokes?
Did he?
He knew loads, but they were mostly about childbirth.
He may not have given you any good jokes, but I'll bet he's in your thing at the Fringe. What's it called?
It's called An Irresponsible Father's Guide to Parenting.
Great stuff.
Because one of the YouTube comments said that we were irresponsible for having
brilliant.
kids.
Oh, irresponsible. Really, that's you. Storm, anyone else we should talk to?
Yeah, lots of people online. So we've got Amanda from Cambridgeshire on the phones.
Hi there, Amanda.
Hello.
Hello, tell us about your experience.
Well, I used to support people who cared for loved ones with disabilities, and then I became disabled after a heart attack, and then 2 years after that I had cancer, and 2 years after that I've got something else going on.
Oh, Amanda.
But my kids have been absolutely, my kids have been amazing, and I find it, because I have an invisible disability, if people see me sitting down, they can't see that I have a disability. It's not until I try to move or I try to have a conversation and my brain doesn't work with my mouth consistently. But for my children, it's affected my son in that it affected him choosing his GCSEs because the school said his caring responsibilities at home would stop him from doing certain after-school clubs that were required for the GCSE.
And that must affect you, knowing that he's
awful.
being affected by your disability.
Yeah, I don't want anything that's happened to me to hold my children back in life.
And I think, you're not telling me this on air, but producer has just told me that, don't you have a daughter who's just won an award?
She is amazing, yeah.
For her caring.
So I had my heart attack in front of them. She was 17 and he was 10, and she decided she didn't want any other young people to go through the experience she'd had. So she went into the GP surgery and met with the GPs and raised awareness for young carers, saying that my mum is the person with the disability, but I'm the expert in how my mum is. And she's raised awareness locally, nationally, and across the Commonwealth, and was awarded the Queen's Young Leader of the Commonwealth 2016.
You must be incredibly proud of them. I mean, they're obviously proud of you, but you're proud of them quite rightly. Amanda, it's lovely to talk to you. Thank you so much. Well done to that family. Laurence, a final word from you. Any advice, then, for disabled parents out there, if they can't get to Edinburgh and hear from you?
I think go for it. I think don't let the doctors and the medical professionals and all the others put you off, because we all know our own capabilities.
Absolutely.
And we knew we could do it, and we've
And you did.
proved it. Yes.